Feel like lucid be my dreams. Said you steady love me, so I'm sure you know the means. It's like I'm living all inside a movie in a dream. Sequels to my life entirely up to me. Slowly suffocating, do you notice how it feels? Like, baby, can you hold me while I'm running through a field? Like,
Cops have little to no room for error in their job, having to deal with life or death situations daily. But what happens when the cops mess up and accidentally arrest the wrong person?
Hey, yo, that's some bullshit. Get up, put your hands on the car.
Starting with the controversial case of Patrick Mumford. Patrick was just getting back home when two officers confronted him, claiming there were warrants out for his arrest. What the cops didn't realize, though, is that the warrants were for a completely different man, but this didn't seem to bother them.
What's your name? I'm gonna ask you one more time. We probably need to talk. Stand up. Try and put your hands on the car.
Patrick is justifiably...
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. How do you... Okay, I understand if they had the same name and they mistook him for a nigga with the same name, but the names aren't even... They don't even have the same fucking name. Hold on.
When the cops mess up and accidentally arrest the wrong person.
Hey, yo, that's some bullshit. Get up, put your hands on the car.
Starting with the controversial case of Patrick Mumford. Patrick was just getting back home when two officers confronted him, claiming there were warrants out for his arrest. What the cops didn't realize, though, is that the warrants were for a completely different man, but this didn't seem to bother them.
What's your name? I'm gonna ask you one more time. We probably need to talk. Stand up. Try and put your hands on the car.
Patrick is justifiably nervous here after suddenly being confronted by
But, like, I'm not understanding how this...
multiple police officers, but still manages to give the cops his name. However, they decide that they don't believe him, and instead of asking for an ID or trying to confirm his identity in any way, they immediately decide to do this instead.
Yo. This isn't... Like, my nigga. How do you just... Okay, I need you niggas to actually visualize. I'm sorry to pause, but bro. How do you go up to a random nigga, tell the nigga you have warrants for his arrest and you don't know who he is, and then the nigga who you're mistaking him from, they don't even have the same fucking name, and you don't even check their ID? Like, okay, maybe do the light, maybe it's the other nigga's car and the license plate reads to that nigga. I'm hoping that's at least. If not, this is like actually just like, either way, this is already insane. But like, bro, how the fuck do you even like make a mistake like this? You don't even know who. You don't even know who the fuck this is.
I got taser. You coming out? You coming out? Hey, come out. Get your hand out now. You got 3 seconds. Hold on, man. 3 seconds. Do not reach.
Yo, I would let them do it, bro. Cause this is a fucking easy lawsuit. This is a big bag. The city gonna pay that out quick. They're not even taking that to trial. They'll pay that out immediately. What's the settlement you want?
Come out. Move.
And they tase him?
Yup. Come out. You got a warrant.
Tase him. Yo, if I'm in this situation, I'm like, bro, tase me, nigga. I'm getting a bag off of this shit. What are you talking? Bro, how do you make a mistake like this as a fucking police officer, bro?
Get out of the car.
Oh my god, wait, okay. Don't close the door because they might try and pop you, my nigga. Like, chill out.
Move, Fox, move.
It took just 38 seconds from the police making first contact to giving the order to tase him. According to the cops, Patrick was given numerous reasonable opportunities to comply with officers, but because of his resistance, they were left with no choice but to stun him. But even after being tased and detained, the cops still aren't finished roughing Patrick up.
What's going on, man? Just off me, man. He keeps reaching for his back. Quit resisting. I got it. Search whatever he's going for.
The cops searched Patrick to try and find whatever he was reaching for, assuming he was hiding a weapon of his own. But predictably, they find nothing other than his wallet. This would end up being a blessing for Patrick, though, as inside his wallet, the cops found his ID.
Why didn't you do this in the first place, my nigga?
Just seen the stuff that lady. Patrick Mumford. That lady not gonna tell me that I got a warrant. I just seen her. Here's the deal, dude. How long I had a warrant? I don't know if you got a warrant, because you're not.
So what the fuck? Bro. I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm sorry, bro. Now they're gonna be like, why didn't you just comply? Nigga, you walked up to the nigga, asked the nigga, yo, there's a warrant for your arrest. The nigga's like, what? The nigga's like, what's your name? He tells you his name and he's like, get out the car now. And then you're gonna try to say you're not compliant. This is a lawsuit, bro. And you tased the nigga, bro.
Who I'm looking for.
This is the first thing you should have done was ask the nigga for identification. How do you even make the mistake?
Here's the deal.
Okay, hold on. My shit is fucking. Bro, what the fuck is going on?
We asked you for ID.
You didn't ask him for no fucking ID. Oh my god. The fuck just happened, bro? What the Okay.
Because you look a lot like the person we're looking for. You give us ID, and when you... How long I had a warrant? I don't know if you got a warrant. You're not what I'm looking for, but here's the deal. When we ask you for ID, because you look...
You didn't ask him for ID.
You give us ID, and when you start this whole fighting nonsense, dude, all you had to do is give me this. But the way you came up, asked me out of nowhere.
Remember, the cops never once asked for Patrick's ID during the initial interaction. In a later report, the cops also stated that they were worried he was reaching for a weapon when he was shuffling back in the car. So, do you think they would have been okay with him reaching into his back pocket for his wallet? He wasn't given any chance to correctly identify himself, but now the cop is patronizing him and saying he caught a case he didn't need to get. And
now they're okay, so this is another tactic the police do. Bro, I hope this nigga... I hope you have the intelligence enough to go and fucking petition and go and get a fucking file a lawsuit, gang, and get some bread out of this, because this is bogus. What they're gonna do now is, because they know they fucked up, they're going to still arrest him and charge him with resisting arrest. Because you can't just rough a nigga up like this, tase a nigga, and then just he walks free. You had no reason to do that in the first place. So now they have to take him in for something. Okay, well, he's resisting arrest. That's why if you see a nigga, he gets arrested and his charge is resisting arrest, they didn't have an original reason to even be trying to arrest him in the first place. They didn't have a reason to arrest him in the first place. So now they're like, fuck. So they probably roughed the nigga up, did all type of shit. So now they have to slap the nigga with a charge.
above all, he's still being manhandled and forced onto the hood of their patrol vehicle.
What's the guy name? Is there someone here to stay here that looks like you? Think about it. Hey, Jack. Yeah. Guess what he's looking for? Tell him. Who does he look a lot like? I don't know. He knows who it is. So who is it? Michael? He is not Michael. Okay, I know that now.
Yes! Really?
Yo, this nigga mom came out, nigga, they don't look nothing alike. What the fuck?
He is not Michael. Okay, I know that now.
Yes! They look exactly.
Oh, wow. I'm looking at that picture. I mean,
Don't they
It's
look
not
alike?
far off. Okay, are we wrong?
For the record, this is the man they're looking for. It's difficult to draw even a single similarity in appearance, but the cops apparently saw so many that they were comfortable with discharging a weapon at Patrick. Patrick was initially charged with obstruction and violating
Gonna get dropped, but they just have to lock this nigga up on something. And was that the...
probation and was fixed to lose his job and position at college. Thankfully, though, an internal investigation was launched into the 4 officers on the scene, and it was concluded that they didn't follow proper procedure.
Please tell me you got your bird.
All 4 of the officers were suspended, and Patrick was awarded with a settlement of $100,000. David Wiggins' story doesn't have such a happy ending.
Yes. Oh my god, did they kill him?
4 officers on the scene, and it was concluded that they didn't follow proper procedure. All 4 of the officers were suspended, and Patrick was awarded with a settlement of $100,000. But David Wiggins' story doesn't have such a happy ending. He was pulled over and forced out of his vehicle with not so much as a second thought from the police, but they failed to realize he too was the completely wrong guy.
hands out the window. Take your right hand up the door.
Sticks out? Stick out?
Ground.
Yo, I be seeing shit with some of the shorties on the force. They be wildin', bro. I ain't gonna lie. They low-key be moving kind of reckless.
Did you just run from me? It's okay? Alright, put your hands behind your back.
David was put into cuffs and left on the ground at gunpoint after cops mistook him for a suspect. Apparently, the guy they were looking for had just fled them in a similar car with a similar license plate, and the cops pulled David over assuming it was the same vehicle. It's an understandable mistake.
Okay, that one's way more understandable than the last one. The last one was actually ridiculous. This one's more understandable, but it depends now if you go back and you look at like how they handle it from now.
But
this makes sense.
Basically, the cops should have double-checked the plate as...
Yeah, that's what I said. Now you go double-check the plate, see. If they leave him there for like 30 minutes, nigga, or beat the nigga or tase the nigga, yo.
As soon as they lost line of sight. Instead, they decided to wait until David was on the ground, handcuffed, and at gunpoint before even attempting to confirm he was their guy.
Up and guns on a nigga's kind of crazy.
So give me that tag.
Contact for 2016 Dodge Challenger, last name Green. It's not a hammer. It's clear.
This ain't even him. Yeah, you good. You're good. That's scary. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through. You good? Good. All right. You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
David was offered little other than an apology for the whole ordeal
Go get your bread.
and was sent on his way after being correctly identified
He might sue for bread. I don't know. They might this might be one where he doesn't beat it.
as the wrong
Where they might not pay him out.
guy. But that wasn't enough for David, and in July of 2023, decided to file a lawsuit against the city of Marion, claiming gross negligence, civil assault, battery, and false imprisonment. In the complaint, David alleges that he was forced to endure 3 minutes handcuffed on the ground with a gun to his head,
Yeah.
not knowing if the next second would be his last. He also notes that the apology was a mockery. As of this video's upload, the case is still ongoing. However, when this cop in Florida was
Okay, because this video came out a little bit ago. David Wiggins. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up on the side.
faced with the same situation, he managed to show exactly how you should handle it.
I'm not trying to get shot over this. Do you really think we want to be out here killing people?
A deputy in Volusia County was looking for a burglar when he stumbled upon Joseph Griffin, a man who he said perfectly matched the description.
There is a burglary that happened.
Yo, I searched up the last guy's name, David Wiggins, and a whole another case about a guy getting wrongfully convicted of some sexual assault shit came out. David Wiggins, civil suit with civil suit with police. My fault. Okay, I'm gonna let this play while I see if you want the settlement or not.
You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right. I'm a vet. I have my ID. Okay. Can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts, and they said that you had a beard. All right. So I'm not saying it's you.
See, this one is calm. This one is very calm. He's not. The last two, cause even the last guy, you might be like, oh yeah, he was only there for 3 minutes. But bro, y'all niggas, a lot of y'all niggas don't understand what it's like to be chilling and have a gun pulled on you, and you don't know if you're gonna get fucking killed. Like, you don't know. You don't know if some of you motherfuckers probably got a nigga pull a stick on you and rob you, and you're like traumatized, my nigga. That is some, bro, getting a gun pulled on you, and you're just there, the police stand over, and you don't know if you're gonna die. That could be some traumatizing shit. This one is like chill. He just went up to him, talked to him casually. You know what I mean? I understand the mistake made for this one. It makes sense. But like, yo, you hop out the whip, sticks out on a nigga. You know? This one, he just come up to him talking to him regular.
Exactly
I need to see if this nigga won a civil case though.
I'm trying to get shot over this. Do you really think we want to be out here killing people?
A deputy in Volusia County was looking for a burglar when he stumbled upon Joseph Griffin, a man who he said perfectly matched the description.
There is a burglary that happened. You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right. I'm a vet. I have my ID. Okay. Can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts, and they said that you had a beard. All right. So I'm not saying it's you, but it was a black male. Again, not saying it's you, buddy.
This cop is obviously aware of how difficult this very interaction can be, especially if it turns out he's not who he's looking for. So he approaches him politely and attempts to resolve the situation rather than escalate it.
Just bear with me, okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're guilty, but my sergeant's telling me to detain you. That's my sergeant. I got you. I just had a daughter born 2 days ago, so I just have this on live. It's live? Do you mind sending it down here?
This is smart.
So for now, I'm gonna detain you. Look, you're not under arrest. I'm detaining you right now because you fit the description, okay? Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
Joseph respectfully informs the cop that he's live streaming the interaction for his own safety before being detained. He's also told that he's not under arrest and not being charged with anything. They just don't want to give him the opportunity to run should he end up being the suspect.
We're not saying it's you, but you fit the description. That's why I'm detaining you. If it's not you, we're gonna cut you loose and you're free to go, okay? But I just want you to see through us why, you know.
I can't find a case. I can't find an update about the other case. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, everything going on, it's just a little bit scary. Yep. It was a burglary.
Yeah, this is 2022. Like, yo, this is like fresh off Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and like various other people and the riots and shit.
It's serious. It's not a joke. These guys are getting ready to go home and we're coming in, so that's why you have so many.
The cops are doing their best to put Joseph at ease, but you can still imagine how stressful of a situation this would be. He's doing a good job at staying respectful and composed, but you can definitely still tell he's on edge.
We appreciate you being very cooperative. Other people would just... I'm not trying to get shot over this.
Yo, the nigga, he's scared. He's scared.
Killing people? Do you honestly think that? I'm a military police. Like I said, brother, I've been in the same boat.
After just 10 minutes of waiting, they hear back from the witness who had just received a picture of Joseph.
So good news for you. The witness is saying that it's the clothes you're wearing and all that doesn't fit the description. It's called a show up. So we got a picture. Again, he's gonna run it through, make sure it's not you. And from what it looks like, buddy, you'll be out of here, okay?
A show-up is a method of identification where a witness is presented with a single suspect and simply asked if that's their guy. It's also worth mentioning that when looking for a suspect at large, police will only receive a quick rundown of the suspect's appearance. Adding extra details can create confusion and even cause cops to let the perpetrators go if they miss something small. This is why the description may seem vague and leads to false positives, just like this one is starting to look like.
What's your name now?
You know what's scary about this? Because what if a witness should come out like, yeah, that's him, and nigga, it's dead, that's not him. There's been a lot of situations like that. It's fucked up.
Joseph, hey man, listen, Jake. Just want to say thank you for keeping a cool, good demeanor. We just got the picture finally from the witness, and I get why they went out with you for sure. Clearly not you, but the clothing description and everything matched. So obviously these guys didn't have that to go with. They just had a description and he matched. It was good. So once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's fine. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here. I appreciate you putting understanding that, man.
Just like that, Joseph was sent on his way back to his wife and daughter with no further action taken against anyone at the scene. Later that day, the suspect was found and arrested. Both cases in this video so far have involved fairly innocuous crimes, but that's all about to change.
See, this is the right way. This is the right way to go about handling the situation. See, they came up calm. They didn't fucking up a stick on him. Yo, get on the fucking ground. And they weren't even certain if it's him. So you see, like, it's cool. He pushed it. I don't even know. I don't think he even filed a lawsuit. Just kept it pushing. You know, that's it. That's it. Just a respect. Keep it pushing. Keep. You know what I mean?
Once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's fine. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here. I appreciate you putting understanding that, man.
Just like that, Joseph was sent on his way back to his wife and daughter with no further action taken against anyone at the scene. Later that day, the suspect was found and arrested. Both cases in this video so far have involved fairly innocuous crimes, but that's all about to change in this next case, where a man is falsely accused of robbing a bank and shooting a man in the head.
You're not gonna tell me how to talk, all right? You shut your fucking motherfucking mouth!
In the early hours of the 23rd of April, 2022, Grand Junction Police received a frightening phone call.
911, is that what's the address of the emergency? 704 Horizon Drive. I heard gunshots outside on Horizon Drive within a minute ago. How many did you hear? Probably 4 or 5.
Later that morning, police received a second call from a nearby hospital, making them aware of a patient who had walked in on their own with a gunshot wound to the head. It was determined that he was injured on Horizon Drive, the same street the gunshots were heard on at 3 a.m. A few hours later, a man named Aaron headed to the gas station to stock up on supplies for a marksmanship event he was attending that day. Unfortunately for him, the gas station was too located on Horizon Drive.
I went to a gas station this morning to grab some stuff, and they were saying there was a shooting at 3 o'clock in the morning. So they have traffic blocked going out on the 70. So we might want to look to see if that's going to impact our route.
Little did Aaron know, traffic would be the least of his worries that day. After stopping at the gas station, he heads back to his hotel to charge his phone.
Okay, before, how many cases are left? I'm just hoping. Okay, this is a long one. I'm hoping a nigga doesn't die, bro.
On the way there, he misses an exit, so he uses his blinker to make a U-turn in front of the police blockade. He parks up for 5 minutes to charge his phone, waits for his friend to show up in his car, then stops at another gas station to wait for his other friends to turn up. It's at this point Aaron is approached by police.
Can I help you?
Yeah. You want to roll down your window real quick?
No. What do you need?
I need you to identify yourself.
No, why?
Because
All right.
you're leaving the area
Hold on.
where a shooting occurred. Okay, well, can you please roll down your window more so I can talk to you?
No. What do you need?
All right, well, I need to...
Oh, why?
Because...
I'm gonna be honest, bro. This whole block off and shit, they said that the shooting happened at 3 a.m., nigga. It is 6 a.m. It's about to be 7. 4 hours later. If you shoot a nigga and you're in the same spot for 4 hours, you are a fucking moron, my nigga. Like, that nigga is not there, bro.
All right.
You're leaving the area
Hold on.
where a shooting occurred. Okay, well, can you please roll down your window more so I can talk to you?
No. What do you need?
All right, well, I need to identify you.
No, you do not.
My name is Officer Pasadis of the Grand Junction Police Department. And this is my corporal right here. This is Corporal Church as well.
Okay.
All right, so I need you to identify yourself.
No, that's not how it works. I have rights as an American citizen, right?
What Aaron is saying is completely true, and he is well within his rights to refuse to identify himself. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's always the best idea. Regardless, in this situation, Aaron clearly wishes to exercise this right, to which the cop isn't best pleased. This is when things start to escalate quickly.
You do not have articulable suspicion that I've done anything.
I actually do.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Possible attempted homicide.
You suspect me, actual me.
Yo, I couldn't imagine if I'm sitting there and nigga tell me, yo, I think you killed a nigga or attempted to kill a nigga. That's fucking insane. But bro, what I'm saying is that I don't even understand the thought process behind it. This one says 5:51. Bro, regardless, this is hours after. They said the shooting happened at 3 a.m., right? I'm
Probably
sorry.
4 or 5.
Later that morning, police received a second call from a nearby hospital, making them aware of a patient who had walked in on their own with a gunshot wound to the 2022. Grand Junction police received a frightening phone call.
911 is on. What's the address emergency? 704 Horizon Drive. I heard gunshots outside on Horizon Drive within a minute ago.
I'm sorry to go back, but I
Probably
just,
4 or 5.
Later that morning, police received a second call from a nearby hospital, making them aware of a patient who had walked in on their own with a gunshot wound to the head. It was determined that he was injured on Horizon Drive, the same street the gunshots were heard on at 3 a.m. A few hours later, a man named Aaron
it's 3 a.m. Like, why the fuck? Say you shot a nigga. Why would you be there? Okay, the other dash cam said like fucking almost 7 a.m. But even it's 5 pushing 6, right? Why the fuck would a nigga be there after shooting a nigga in the fucking head 2 hours later? Almost 3, at least.
Of committing possible attempted homicide.
I don't understand.
Your cooperative behavior right now does not help your cause. No, I've done absolutely nothing. I pulled into a gas station because my friends are here because we're going to deny they're associated.
At this point, Corporal Church heads over to Aaron's friends where he discovers that his name is indeed Aaron, and that it matches up with the registration on the vehicle. Meanwhile, Officer Posadas attempts to shed a little more light on why Aaron is being highlighted as a suspect.
Right, exactly. Even the area of a crime.
Okay, I'm trying to get like, this is the thing too, what you have to understand. I'm sorry to keep pausing, but what you have to understand is as an officer, you have to be able to understand how to approach situations. Look how he approaches this nigga right here. He pulls up, the nigga's parked up by himself, he's vibing.
By police.
Can I help you? Yeah. You want to roll down your window real quick? No. What do you need? I need you to identify yourself. No.
Like, you don't talk to niggas like, you don't talk to someone like this. You'll go up and be like, you have to, bro, you would have to go up to a nigga and just be calm. Like, go up to people and just be normal, nigga, that's it. Like, walking up, the nigga's parked up, police is walking up, you see all the shit that's happening. The police walk up to him, roll down your window for a second. He's like, oh no. And then he's like, I need you to identify yourself. You're like, what the fuck? You go up there and be like, hey man, I'm not trying to bother you, but yo, there was a shooting earlier, and you know your car is in the area. There's a shooting that happened. I'm not trying to bother you. I'm just trying to check to see and be able to rule you out. Can I get your registration, or could you identify yourself? Just, I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass. Like, you just some normal shit, you know what I mean? Like literally how this nigga handled it. See the 2 different ways that they handled it? And he didn't even file, this guy didn't file a lawsuit or nothing. He just kept it pushing. He's like, all right, good. He dapped him up. He took a video with them after. Bro, just go up to niggas normal, bro. Niggas talk about identify yourself. I think you did possible attempted homicide. Like, what the fuck?
Much stranger as you dive deeper.
Of that vehicle, did you get? My name is
My
Officer
bad.
Posadas with the Grand.
For 5 minutes to charge his phone, waits for his friend to show up and hit
I have rights as an American citizen, right? Friends are here because we're going to.
indeed Aaron, and that it matches up with the registration on the vehicle. Meanwhile, Officer Posadas attempts to shed a little more light on why Aaron is being highlighted as a suspect.
Right, exactly. Even the area of a crime. Exactly. With a similar colored vehicle, similar nature to the description. What description of that vehicle did you get? I got a dark and colored sedan. 2 people also.
See what I'm saying? He's like accusing him. You don't go to someone just accusing them of shit and think they're gonna cooperate with you. Like, just say, yo, there was a shooting earlier. I'm not trying to accuse you or nothing like that, but I just want you, I would like if you could identify yourself because, yo, there was a shooting earlier. I'm just trying to, we have to investigate everyone that's coming by. Da, 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 da. You're in a similar color car. You know, just keep it what. He's like, you're in the same color sedan. You're da 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 da. Like, you know, like.
One of the suspects may be of African American descent.
With this information, you can see how a cop would suspect Aaron. He's a black male in a similar vehicle. But things
It's about how you approach. That's it.
to get much stranger as you dive deeper. In the official report, it was determined there were actually 2 suspects, 1 white and 1 black. And a more detailed report of the vehicle describes a car more similar to the one that Aaron's friends are driving. It seems as though the cops are ignoring every sign and targeting Aaron for no reason, something that only becomes more obvious as they allow his friends to leave, but keep Aaron at the scene.
Wait, what did he ask his friend? I think I missed it.
They were also in a dark behavior right now does not help your cause. I've done absolutely nothing. I pulled into a gas station because my friends are here. Because we're going to deny their association.
I'm sorry to keep
At
running
this
it back,
point,
but
Corporal Church heads over to Aaron's
did they
friends
talk
where
to
he
them?
discovers that his name is indeed Aaron, and that it matches up with the registration on the vehicle. Meanwhile, Officer Posadas attempts to
Okay.
I got a dark and colored sedan.
It seems as though the cops are ignoring every sign and targeting Aaron for no reason, something that only becomes more obvious as they allow his friends to leave, but keep Aaron at the scene.
My buddies that just left, they were also in a dark sedan. But you aren't fucking stopping them and questioning them. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Nope. Sorry, shut your fucking mouth. I don't want to fucking talk.
See, now he's crashing out. Now this is where you have to keep your calm. Keep your calm, nigga. Keep your calm. Allow them to escalate the situation. Do not do all this, bro.
You shut your fucking mother.
Yeah, he's crashing out.
Fucking mouth. Corporal, come up here. It's not working. He's currently recording on his phone, but he's highly uncooperative with me, screaming, yelling at me, told that his vehicle matches the description, gave in, blah blah blah. He's very upset right now.
Why are you not cooperative?
Because I don't have to be cooperative with your investigation.
Well, you have to ID yourself. Right?
No, I do not. Tell me why I have to ID.
Well, Colorado State law says you do.
I want you to explain why me as a person, have to ID to you.
Colorado State law says you do.
The cops continue to ask for Aaron's name despite having already been told by his friends and realizing it matches up with the name on the vehicle. But perhaps the funniest part of this entire interaction is what happens when Aaron instead asks for the sergeant's name.
What's your name, your best name? What's your name, your best name?
I'm not going to give that to you.
You have to.
No.
Yes, you do. No. You are a public servant. I'm asking for your name and badge
You also have
number.
to give me your name.
No, I do not.
Okay. So you wanted me to explain to you why I'm asking for you to identify yourself?
Yes.
Because we had an incident happen here?
Wait, hold on. First, please give me your name and your badge.
Okay. Well, no, I won't give you that right now.
What do you mean you won't?
That's
This is the most ridiculous.
that is sketchy. That is sketchy. Why you're okay? So for those of you who don't know, police officers, they're public servants. They're required. If you ask them, they're supposed to give you their thing. If they know they on some bullshit, they'll try to avoid giving that shit out.
I'm telling you.
It's important to note that the Grand Junction Police Department require police officers to identify
What did I just
themselves
say?
upon request, but the sergeant later claimed he simply forgot. Aaron was never
No, okay.
why they
Now it's down to, nigga, this is in sketchy territory now. This is on some sketchy shit, I ain't gonna lie.
targeted him so directly at the scene. But in the official police report, the cops say that the reason they suspected Aaron was because of the U-turn he made. Remember, he simply missed his exit to the hotel, and there the road ahead of him was closed, leaving him with nowhere else to go. They also allege that he didn't use a turn signal for the maneuver, something that can easily be disproved by listening to Aaron's dashcam footage.
So then they lied. Now they're lying on shit. Yo, see, that's what I'm telling you. The reasoning for going at, none of the reasonings in any of these, wait, let me just double check. Yeah, none of the reasoning in any of these were wrong reasonings for necessarily going, but how you handle the situation is horrible. Like this nigga, they walked up to this nigga. Okay, the guy I guess lives on the street that they're looking for. They go up to this nigga, don't even ask for his fucking ID. Just tell the nigga he has warrants, get out the fucking car. He's like, what? What's your name? He's like, my name is fucking Patrick. And then they take him out. They try to take him out of the way, but tase him. This one makes sense too. The car is similar car, boom, boom. But you instead of even running a place to make sure it's the right car, you hop out and point a gun at this nigga. This one was the only one that was handled correctly. And then this one is just sus because now they're lying. You're, oh, he didn't use a turn signal and all this extra shit. So they know they fucked up. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie,
As you'd
bro.
expect, an internal affairs investigation was launched into the officers at the scene, and it was conducted that there was no wrongdoing, and the cops conducted themselves perfectly. Aaron has since
Bogus.
launched his own lawsuit against the Grand Junction Police Department, but as of this video's upload, the investigation is still ongoing. Check out Aaron's channel, linked below, for updates.
Aaron, what's his last name? Aaron. What city is this? My bad. Let's see if this got
In the early hours of
settled.
the 23rd of April, 2022, Grand Junction Police received a frightening phone call.
911, what's the address, emergency? 704 Horizon Drive. I heard gunshots outside on Horizon Drive within a minute ago. How many did you hear? Probably 4 or 5.
Later that morning, police received a second call from a nearby hospital, making them aware of a patient who had walked in on their own with a gunshot wound to the head. It was determined that he was injured on...
A jury will decide. Oh, hold on. Yo, I'm seeing a lot of like civil suits against the police for fucking shit up. Like these are all like different cases. Hold on. Yo, give me a second. I'm on live. What happened? Alright, my bad. Forbidden. Okay. I don't know. I can't really find updates on these police cases. Okay. All I'm gonna say is that we see what a majority of the color of the skin of a majority of the victims are. I mean, all of them were. All I'm gonna say when it comes to that is like, you'll see these motherfuckers who push like racist narratives and rhetorics, like maybe like 13% of the population, 70%. All of those statistics are bullshit, bro. I'm trying to keep it on with you. I can break it down very quickly to you. First of all, going strictly off of arrest. All right, like this. We saw this shit got dropped. It's a lot of situations like this where people get wrongfully arrested, so they're going off of arrest records. That percentage cuts down immediately off of the people who get their charges dropped immediately because they're not fucking guilty of the crime they did. Like that whole whatever percentage they be bullshit percentage they be throwing out, that gets cut down because fucking most of the people who are getting arrested are getting wrongfully arrested. A lot of situations like the ones we saw. Then when you take it in, then say you go down to convictions, a lot of people are 60% of fucking exonerations. For those of you who don't know, exonerations is somebody who was wrongfully convicted of a crime and indicted. They're wrongfully convicted of this crime, and then a court looked over the case and found out that, oh, they were innocent, so they're wrongfully convicted of a crime. That's what exoneration is. How is 13% of the fucking population 60% of exonerations? Because obviously motherfuckers are being targeted, nigga. Like, it is what it is. We all know that motherfuckers are being targeted. So all these narratives and percentages niggas like to throw out and create this whole divide between all these different groups of people and shit, it's all bullshit. Everyone's aware of what's going on, my nigga. You know, if you go arrest a nigga in the hood, he's probably gonna get a public defender. He don't have no money to buy no fucking lawyer. Versus you go fucking arrest some other guy in a fucking high middle class or rich kid. You know his parents gonna take money off the crib, take money off the mortgage to go put up with a good lawyer. The DA, the prosecution, they know what they have a better chance of winning, what cases they have a better chance of winning, what cases they have a better chance of getting a conviction on, and that can help them boost up their rank in their career. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, but this court shit all comes down to money. It all comes down to money. And if you don't have a lot of it, bro, a lot of you, if you're in a situation where you're like, yo, I didn't do this, but if I take this to fucking trial, I don't have money for a lawyer, I'm gonna have a public defendant, bro. If I lose this case, I'm about to do 25 to life. Because I'm sorry to go on this tangent, but if you do, say you get charged with something, like say you get charged with fucking assault with a deadly weapon. Say the maximum, I don't know, say the maximum sentence is like 10 years, right? They might give you a plea like, yo, just take 1 year and 4 years probation. If you take it to trial, they're gonna try and hit you with the maximum. The plea is to just get you to like fucking just admit it so they don't have to go through the whole court process. But if you do take it to trial and you lose, they're gonna try and hit you with the maximum. So if you're a motherfucker who's broke, you don't have money for a fucking lawyer, you're looking at this situation like, damn, I know I didn't do this, but I could take this plea and get a year and 4 years probation. But if I fucking lose, I go to trial, even though I know I didn't do this, I go to trial with a fucking public defendant, I might be facing fucking 8 years, 10 years for something I know I didn't do. It's a lot of people who are in jail for shit like that right now. And that's why 60% exonerations. But even then, with exonerations, that 60% that we're talking about that's the exonerations that we know about. There are people who have died on death row. There are people who have died in prison. There's people who've done life in prison, died on death row, or people who were in jail for a crime they didn't commit and fucking got killed in prison or whatever, that were innocent. A lot. So even the 60% of exonerations, it could be more. We don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I'm just saying all that to say is like, bro, the whole divide between people and groups of people and all this shit, it's fucking bullshit, bro. And it's a distraction to take you away from who's the real problem is, and the motherfuckers who is really like fucking over everybody. And it's motherfuckers who are fucking rich as shit and taking taxpayers' money and going crazy with it. Anyways, I'm off the topic. That's it for the video.
Baby, I like just how you blushing. And maybe we could bust it at the function. Turn nothing to something. Wish you could just see the horrors of my life, my upbringing.